Okay, this is the extra credit for April 29th for the problem given to us. First, what you want to do is obviously read the question, see what you need to pull out for the basic and diluted earnings per share. First, we'll start off with the basic, which is basically just the net income minus preferred dividends, all divided by the weighted average number of shares for common shares outstanding. To find that, you need to find a couple of things, and some of them are given, but the common shares, issued additional common shares, and purchased treasury shares. So to get that, the 560,000 net income is already given. The 1,600 you see right there are the preferred dividends. To find that, it's also pretty much given for you. So you got the 20,000 shares at 8%, $10 par. That'll get you the 16,000. Now to find the weighted average number of shares for common shares outstanding, like I said, you need to find these three things just for this particular problem. For other problems, you may have to deal with retired shares or something else. But to get that, we have the number of shares that we started out with, common shares, which is 400,000. The 10,000 right there is the additional issued shares, and you times that by 6 months out of the 12 because that's how long it's actually being used. Same thing with the purchased treasury shares. It's given as a 30,000, but it was used in October, or purchased in October, so we only used 3 months of it. That honestly gets you a number, 544,000 over 380,000, which gives you an EPS, a basic EPS of $1.43. All right, and the diluted is a little bit different. Basically, what this means is this is just the option in case you wanted to go with some type of option. So this is the actual equation right here. And I'll explain it how I got all these numbers. Basically, it's the same as the basic in some of the parts with additions of exercise options, conversion of bonds, and after-tax savings. So as you can see, mostly the same until we get, talking about the numerator, until we get to this number, the 18,000 minus 35% of the 18,000. Now what that is the the after-tax savings. So to get that number, we come down here, we have 300,000 convertible bonds times the 6%, which is given, and then from that you get the 18,000. That's that number right there. Now, to find the savings after tax, we obviously have to take out the tax, which in this case is 35%. 35% of the 18,000 is 6,300, which ends up giving us 11,700. That is already calculated through and get this number 555,700. Okay, and the denominator, which is basically the same. Like I said, basically the same as before, except we have a couple new options. We need to actually figure out the exercise of the option that's given in the problem, and also the conversion of bonds seen here. So right here we have 5,000 minus 4,000. How did we get that? Now we know that 5,000 is our common stock that is given in the problem. So we times that by the 8, which is the exercise price if we were to take the option. And that gives us 40,000. Divide that by 10, which is the par, or the market price of the 2013, that would give us 4,000 shares. So from there, we can see that the 5,000 minus the 4,000 obviously would give us 1,000 shares. Now the conversion of bonds is this number right here, the 13,500. You take the 300,000 of the convertible bonds that was issued in 2010. You divide that by the 100 or by 1,000 because that's how much the problem says the price is, or how many bonds it is per price. So 1,000 bonds, excuse me, $1,000 in bonds is equal to 45 shares common price, or excuse me, common stock. So you divide that by 1,000, you get 300. Take the 300, you times that by the amount of shares. At this point, that gets you the 13,500 conversion bonds. So add all that up, and you'll get 394,500, or 1.41 D EPS, which is diluted. And that is it.